Welcome, and this is a review of Sonicouture's Tape Choir, which is a free sample library for Kontakt, and you usually get it from, you get it from Soniccouture when you buy one of their other products. It's a recreation of the choir from the 10cc single I'm Not in Love, which was produced long before the use of samplers was common, by recording vocalists playing single notes and then fading in the notes using the mixing board. This is a recreation of this process using 3 male singers, and the start time on the loops are randomized, and this kind of gives it an out of sync sound. Kind of like a mellotron, but not exactly. So there's several instruments here, the main being the tape choir, and then some effects presets. Also included in here is the EXS24 instrument, and as well an Ableton Live pack. The interesting thing about the Ableton Live pack is it seems that there are some different presets, and they don't have all the presets that the Kontakt instrument has either, but some unique ones. So it's interesting to have both of them if you use Live. So here we go. We'll take a look at the main library, which is Tape Choir. I have the WoW turned up here, so I'll reduce that. Give you a better sense of what the sound actually is. You can play with the WoW, of course, and give it that kind of out of tune tape, worn tape sound. You can also add increased noise or change the loop volume. Of course, the speed as well. Of course, attack, release, velocity, cutoff, resonance, envelope, and as usual, there is Soniccouture has a number of different convolution reverbs that you can select from. This gives it a very mellotronish sound, and there is EQ here to give it a bit of a different texture. The area in the middle is pink, and that's the natural recordings. Once you get out of the range, you get in the higher registers more of a chipmunk sound, and in the lower registers a very slowed down kind of sound. So I mean, the pink area is the more natural sounding range. Included also are a number of FX presets, and the first one being an Ascent, and I'll just run through the various presets. Some of them have a rhythmic quality to them. This one has a bit of a sample and hold sound. I found the volume level varies quite a bit on some of the presets. I'm not sure if that's the nature of the EQ. again, you get the much stretched out sounds outside of the range that's in the pink, but it is usable, I think, depending on what kind of vibe you're going for. Definitely, it's not a library for realism. I think there are a lot of great choir libraries that do a better job of this, but if you want that kind of retro mellotron type of sound, this is probably a good choice. This one has a nice reverb tail to it, using this hovering convolution reverbs. And they always, typically I find with the Soniccouture stuff, there's some interesting convolution reverbs that are for effect, as well as, cathedral and the typical kind of rooms you get. Some of the presets have a real organ sound to them. Which is, I guess, is okay if you want another organ. They obviously have a vocal quality to them. The next bunch of presets are quite interesting. They're all with the prefix Kubrick, and obviously going for a Stanley Kubrick sound. More specifically, I think the sound on 2001: A Space Odyssey. If you remember when they find a monolith on the moon, this one, it's the next one or this one here that really has, this one here has that sound. That choral, dissonant kind of sound. Probably good for scoring a horror movie. Here you have more of a, again, a Leslie organ sound. For some reason, this one reminds me of Coil. If anybody listens to some industrial music, Coil's "Are You Shivering?" This reminds me of the start for some reason. And there you have it, back to the first patch. I think opinions for this library overall, it's pretty good. I mean, it's Soniccouture, so I mean the sound quality is always great. It's a freebie, so what more can you ask for? There's not a lot of variety in terms of the presets, but it's nice that they gave a number of them. You know, I probably can see myself using maybe 3 or 4 of them, but some of them are, like I said, have a bit of more of an organ sound, maybe that's not as interesting, but definitely worthy of picking up if you bought something from Soniccouture. They have plenty of great products. I just recently purchased Geosonics, and I'll do a review of that at some point. It is such a big library that would have to be multi-part. But again, I really like what they do. I really like sample developers who try and do something different. There's nothing wrong with the symphobias and the acoustic instrument simulations, the orchestral simulations. But I really like when someone does something a little bit different and makes it musical. And Soniccouture is definitely one of the sample developers that do this. So I mean, Tape Choir, I think it's worth looking at. If you've bought one of their products, you pick it up for free.